going into 2026, we're seeing a lot of small and large groups be hit with very significant renewal costs to their health insurance.
Welcome to Distilled. Today we have an incredible guest. Gabe, you're here from Stewarded. Could you tell us a little bit more about who you are, what your role is, and what you do?
Yeah. I'm Gabe Pelphrey. I'm the principal of Stewarded. We help churches and nonprofits on retirement planning and then also do a lot of health insurance strategies and planning for them as well.
Can you give us a snapshot of where health benefits stand for churches and nonprofits right now?
Yeah, sure. I think it's a very challenging time going into 2026. We're seeing a lot of small and large groups be hit with very significant renewal costs to their health insurance. So a lot of organizations are trying to navigate that. And then coming behind that, you got the one big beautiful bill that was just passed a couple of months ago. That's going to have an impact on the broader market, but it's also some good news in it that it's going to give some of your nonprofits and churches some different solutions that might be good fits for them.
As you said, the one big beautiful bill is making some waves. Can you break down what actually changed when it comes to health benefits?
Yeah, sure. So the one big beautiful bill, it did a couple of different things. The first thing that it did is it took the COVID area subsidies out of the marketplace. A lot of your churches or nonprofits that are on the smaller side and they don't have a health insurance offering and their employees have been getting coverage through the individual marketplace, that market is about to shift dramatically and a lot of citizens are going to get hit with some pretty steep increases. So that happened, the one big beautiful bill. Then in addition to that, they also made it where there's a couple of new strategies on the marketplace. One's called the QSEHRA, which came about in 2016. It stands for Qualified Small Employer Health Reimbursement Arrangement. And then the second one that they did is an ICHRA, which stands for Individual Coverage Health Reimbursement Arrangement. The
Got
one
it.
big beautiful bill particularly had an impact on the ICHRA where it made it where organizations can offer an ICHRA to their employees, but can also combine those with an HSA. And also they can do a 125 cafeteria plan where if the employees are having to pay a portion of the premiums, they can do that now on a tax-free basis. So they really expanded that, and that's going to bring a really good option in for a lot of churches and nonprofits, especially those with 50 or fewer employees.
Okay, so for the layman out there like me, can you tell me what the difference is between ICHRA, QSEHRA, and then what exactly cafeteria plans are? That's kind of a unique name.
A 125 cafeteria plan is a plan that an organization establishes that allows the employees to take money out of their paycheck and pay for their health insurance premiums on a tax-free basis. That previously wasn't allowed inside of your HRAs, your ICHRAs. So that's now available to both employees and employers. An ICHRA is a strategy that really competes with group health insurance. Both QSEHRA and ICHRA do, but there are some subtle differences in what's allowed inside of an ICHRA versus a QSEHRA. So it takes a little bit of time to kind of sort through what the best solution is for the organization. But I think the key thing to keep in mind is there's strategies that can replace group health insurance, and they're also great starting benefits. If you've got an organization that's never offered a health insurance offering to their employees, they are a great place to start, kind of a middle ground before going all the way to a really expensive, nice group health insurance plan. We see a lot of churches and nonprofits kind of start to dip their toe into offering benefits using either a QSEHRA or ICHRA.
Are there specific ways that leaders should weigh the cost of traditional group insurance against those individual coverages plus employer support?
Yeah, so there's an entire analysis that we go through, and I really just encourage your audience. There's a lot of new things available inside of the marketplace. I think it's really a process of educating themselves on what is really the best fit and what's the best quality of coverage they can get for their employees versus what is the cost of that, because every organization, no matter how big, they do have a maximum amount of healthcare spend that they can do in any given year. So it really comes down to what's the best utilization of those dollars for the organization and then for the employees that they obviously want to support with, quality healthcare coverage.
Okay. And you had mentioned, I think briefly, some new HSA rules. what opportunities do these create for small employers to offer benefits that are both affordable and attractive long term?
Yeah, previously on the individual marketplace, which is what's normally utilized inside of either a QSEHRA or an ICHRA, the plans that were on the marketplace were not HSA compatible. So you couldn't have that coverage and also have an HSA. Well, the one big beautiful bill changed that, and it made it where you could have a bronze plan on the individual marketplace, or you could have a catastrophic plan on the individual marketplace, and you could pair those with an HSA, which is going to be probably a pretty attractive offering, especially to organizations that have a lot of young employees that don't have a lot of healthcare spend. It could be a very attractive offering from a cost benefit analysis.
Give it to me straight. What is one key takeaway or action item pastors could take from this episode?
Really go out there and look for all available avenues to take care of your people. Traditionally, people have been in a group health insurance mindset, and either we can afford a group or we can't afford a group plan anymore. Unfortunately, with the renewals that we're seeing coming in for 2026, there's going to be fewer and fewer organizations that can really comfortably afford group health insurance. So it's just to go out there and look at all of the different things and the resources that can educate you on what all's available in the marketplace instead of just looking at, can we afford group? Can we not afford group? There's other really attractive strategies out there that churches and nonprofits can utilize.
And how can Stewarded specifically help churches and pastors with this?
Yeah, so we're A to Z servicing and education. Our organization really takes an educational approach. Whenever someone contacts us, we really try to learn what the organization's trying to accomplish, what their budget is, and we're agnostic to the ultimate solution that they pick. We can do group health insurance, we can do the HRAs. We've got a platform that does all of those different strategies, but we really just try to educate the organization on what's going to be best for them and their employees. If you just go on and Google or look up ICHRA or QSEHRA, you're going to get a lot of information. You can also go to our website. We've got all kinds of educational information on there about health insurance in general, but particularly your QSEHRA or an ICHRA.
That's incredible. Gabe, thank you so much. If people wanted to get in contact with you specifically or just learn more about Stewarded, is your website the best place, or where can we find you?
Yeah, stewarded.io. And you'll see the website has both a financial side and an insurance side, and it's got a contact us form. So all you have to do is fill out the form to contact us, and we would be in touch with you soon.
Perfect. Gabe, thank you so much for taking the time. This is such an important topic, and we're really excited for our pastors and church leaders to hear more.
Absolutely. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.